As a child, I always liked making things and building things, from like a toy perspective. Legos, Lincoln Logs, Erector sets, those type of things were always a lot of fun. And then I just always liked being outside, helping my dad fix things in the garage. Grew up on a farm, so there was always tractors or other machinery that were either doing general basic maintenance to, or they were broken, and we would have to, essentially dig into why they were broken and fix them. And I got to get a good understanding of how a lot of these machines worked. I saw the moving parts and assemblies, and I was just always really interested in understanding how these different pieces of machinery worked. I always found that very interesting. So that was really what kind of kick-started my initial interest into mechanical engineering. I pursued higher education by attending Purdue University and majoring in mechanical engineering. Rural communities have abundant resources for STEM learning because it provides kids the opportunities and flexibilities to pursue their curiosities. I think a good engineer or a good scientist should be naturally curious about things and try and figure out the solution to whatever their problem is or whatever that is that they're curious about. So, for example, if a kid is really curious about something that is either outside or maybe how something works, the rural community can support that by allowing them to, go out and find that answer that they're looking for, or to take apart whatever it is that they're curious how this thing works. My experience personally was really wondering, how do things work? How do things go together? What makes different machines work? And I had that opportunity to actually go out and figure that out. And it really, I think it's made me a better engineer because I've seen how things work and you can kind of reinvent the wheel, but also I think it just kind of created that initial spark of, man, this is really cool how this thing works. And I think that's what the rural community can provide for a lot of kids is just really nurturing that natural curiosity that makes somebody a good engineer or scientist.